Hey Virgos, this is Alicia with Blue Lunar Night 777, and I'm about to do your July 2020 reading. As I was meditating on your energy, I got stepping out of your element. You could be, I feel like you're embracing more of a different element at this time. For me personally, it has been fire energy, so I'm very curious to see what comes out. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of wands jumping out at us here because I've just been in, if y'all don't know, I'm a Virgo, but I have just been in action mode, fire energy, very Queen and King of Wands, Ace of Wands energy. But enough about me. Let's get into the reading, and I want to use the golden thread for my Virgos. Ooh. Okay, right off the bat, we've got Ace of Swords and Three of Cups. So there's a lot of truth coming forward and a lot of clarity about community, partnership, working together. Just right off the bat, those energies and those messages are coming forward. So you may have had some distortions about working with others in the past, because a lot of times Virgo is the project leader, project manager, the one that's making sure all of the loose ends are tied up. And a lot of times we don't necessarily ask for help, and we don't like to collaborate because we like things done the way we like things done, and we also like to just be in control, really. Queen of Swords came out. So the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords are coming forward to really ground in the energy of getting really clear in the mind space about what work and collaboration look like. And then we've got the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, with the wand energy, with the fire energy, this is like the beginning phases, the start of the fire. This is you stepping out of your element and embracing this new journey. And you've got the wand to support you on this new walk that you are taking. I just heard action. Okay, so we got the High Priestess that came out, and we also got the Ten of Swords. So I feel like you are being guided, Virgo, at this time by your intuition. You can also be gifted spiritually, and you are actually putting to bed that negative thought process, or that little negative voice that tells you that you are not a high priestess. So you're getting very clear with that. I feel like this Queen of Wands has ordered the execution of this negativity, and has used the Sword of Truth and the Ace of Wands to carry that order out. And you're being supported by your community, friends, family, people you work with, people that you meet maybe in the realm on the journey to what your truth is. And we have the wheel at the bottom of the deck. So that is telling me that, things are turning in your, the wheel is turning in your favor. This is a new karmic cycle. I just heard. I want to get one more card out. So we've got the Page of Pentacles. You're looking at your money. You're definitely feeling like it's time for you to no longer be in this energy of being very juvenile in terms of levels to income. You're definitely looking, and I feel like the Ten of Swords energy has, or who this signifies in this Ten of Swords, who is being put to death, has held you in this karmic energy for a long time of being a Page of Pentacles, when you are actually the King and Queen of Pentacles, as represented in Tarot. You ain't no baby. I feel like a long time you've been saying, like, I should be earning more, I should be getting more. When you may have tried to, go for a particular position. A lot of you might be doing career changes, and you've been thinking about it for a while. You've heard the call for a very long time, and you've been, this energy here that was just put to death has been holding you back for a long time from stepping into your power and hearing your own truth, and has kept you there for a long time. So we're going to go into the Energy Oracle deck to hear more messages from Spirit about this journey and stepping out of your element. And you've got walking away. So you're walking away from old patterns of behavior, old patterns of thinking. You're walking away from people, places, and things, because you know that there is nothing left here for you on this side of the gate. There's no choice. The karmic wheel has been turned, and yeah, you have to leave some things behind, and that's okay. And I feel like you know that it's okay. You've been comforted by your intuition that this is the right decision to make, because you have been sitting on it for a very long time. You've been gathering the information. You've been deciphering certain messages, certain patterns. Some of you have even been told straight out by people in your life that, you are not pursuing your calling, and that stagnancy energy is over with. You're no longer tied up by your thoughts and your emotions about taking this leap of faith. I'm surprised that the Fool didn't jump out, but I just saw the Fool in my mind. But it's not really a Fool energy, because I get with the Fool, there's no preparation. There has been preparation for a very long time for this transition, and I feel like you knew what it was when you knew the change, and you knew the moment that the change would need to be put into action. and you were prepared for it. There was still a little bit of self-sabotaging energy, and that was taken care of, I feel like, during this eclipse season, this last eclipse season that happened in the first week of July. You are no longer the thinking woman where you are constantly in your head and you're prepping, and you've been judging yourself, saying like, I'm doing all of this prepping, but I'm not doing any work, I'm not having any movement. Well, the divine is showing you now that all of that prepping was not you actually being stagnant, which you were thinking that you were just prepping to be stagnant, but it was for this very moment so that you can be prepared, which is the best way for Virgo to pursue anything, is to feel comforted by the amount of preparation that we take when it comes to making specific decisions within our lives, especially big ones that have the capacity to impact not only yourself but the people around you as well. So the angel of strength came out in reverse, and I'm going to get a clarifier for that. So I'm going to go to the Miss Cleo deck for that. I love the Miss Cleo deck. I think this is the second time I'm saying it, but I just gotta big her up because she definitely was slept on by a lot. I'm not going to take those because I didn't ask for the clarification. I've been given the instruction that I need to ask for the clarification today. I don't know what the energies are, but I've been getting a lot of trickster vibes. Just somebody, you know, not somebody, but just making sure that you dot your I's and you cross your T's today is important, because things may not appear to be what am I saying that right? Things may not appear to be what they seem. I think that's how it goes. Can we get a clarifier for the angel of strength in reverse? Clarifier for the angel of strength in reverse. Clarifier for the angel of strength in reverse, please. Clarifier for the angel of strength in reverse. Clarify for the angel of strength in reverse. Thank you. We got the Four of Coins. So this is what has been keeping you from stepping into that strength, is this hoarder mentality, and it feeds into that gathering stage. And that's where your strength has lacked, is to actually open up, and because this is a closed position. You are closing yourself off from sharing, and in turn you are blocking third dimensional blessings, experiences, money. You're definitely coming out of that because you have surrendered. You are in a right? So you have surrendered to the process. You have surrendered to your intuition and your full strength and power. You have surrendered to working collaboratively with others in order to see your dream realized. And you are walking away from this selfish mentality of not wanting to share information, not wanting to share people, not wanting to share experiences, or yourself. Not wanting to share yourself, in fear of judgment, in fear of judgment, in fear of people thinking that you are weird, in fear of people thinking that you are not capable, in fear of people thinking that you are not qualified. Because you've been through some things. You've been through some things, and God has shown you just how powerful you are. And I say that in the most humble way possible. And I think that has a lot to do with us not wanting to step into this fire energy, because we tend to judge ourselves very harshly, harder than we judge others by far, if we even judge others at all. But we tend to judge ourselves and feel like if we exert our strength or show how powerful and how strong we are, in whatever capacity this applies to your life, there's this little narrative in your mind that you're being braggadocious, you're being boastful, and you're stepping out of your element, and you're telling that voice to take a hike, because it's kept you like this for a long time. But it's over. It's done. You've surrendered to the process, and you are going with the flow, I heard. Right. So the strength is up right now with the Fool in reverse. And what did I say about the Fool? I said that it's not full energy, but it's full energy, but it's not full energy because of all the preparatory work, because of all the strength, and the strength comes from the knowing, from the information that's been gathered. Let me get one more card. One more card, please. King of Swords energy. So not only do you have, now you have a pair here, and what's coming for me, ooh, come on then. What I'm getting is a true pair, a divine masculine and a divine feminine coming into an understanding of truth, that they are made for each other. You could be dealing with an air sign. You can have air in your chart. Yeah, I want to clarify it. And we're going to go to the Dreams of Gaia Tarot for that King of Swords, because I am curious to know. I'm hearing a lot of different messages coming through. I'm hearing one that if you are in a divine counterpart situation, there could be discussions, or it could have been brought up about the mind state of polygamy or polyamory, and it's actually something that could be explored. Also, I am seeing, thank you. So we've got the Three of Water here, and I'm going to go in the book for this one because I'm still learning the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. That one flew out, but so that's not a clarifier, because I didn't ask for permission, but I'm going to take it anyway. If you are in a divine counterpart situation, your intuition has been telling you that there has been a third-party situation going on, and or you are coming into realization that you both have an idea and a mindset that you can be in a polygamous or a polyamorous relationship going forward. And it's very funny that, you know, certain three celebrities are making headlines right now about a polyamorous situation, which the feminine in that situation is a Virgo, and the masculine in that situation is a Libra sign, which is indicative of the King of Swords. But we're going to proceed forward. If that is the case, there has been a death of an ego between one or the other, or both of you, and there is an offer coming in because whoever was not really in alignment with this way of thinking initially is now walking away from that mind state in order to pursue this connection, because this is going to lead to abundance, I just heard. So let's go into, because I don't want to keep going down that rabbit hole. Let's go into the Three of Water, and I'm just going to read it out the book and then see if any messages come through intuitively. So the Three of Water is satisfaction, pleasure, joy, hopefulness, anticipation, attachment, expectation. No. Let's cancel the last three because those are in reverse. Celebrate your victories. Take satisfaction from your endeavors. Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will continue. A rewarding outcome, an exciting future. So the card is basically saying to you right now, wherever you're at on this journey of stepping out of your element, take a pause and definitely celebrate yourself, because a lot of times you can downplay your achievements. Sometimes you don't even notice your achievements unless somebody else points them out to you, and that is something that you need to change, Virgo. You need to begin a routine of celebrating when you accomplish goals, no matter how big or small, because this in turn will build up a better internal dialogue that you have with yourself about yourself. So let's get a clarifier for the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords, please. Clarify the King of Swords, please. two wanted to come out, okay. So you've got 9 of Earth, and 14 of Fire, clarifying the King of Swords. I feel like the King of Swords is a person, or it can be the masculine aspect of you, and then the Queen of Swords can be the feminine aspect of you. Marrying together and in balance at this moment in time. And where is the book? Thank you. So let's go. And it reads, 11 of Earth, heaven, earth, above and below, nature, humanity, magic. Separation is an illusion, center and align, being in balance with the masculine and feminine. Spiritually being in a physical body. Spiritual being in a physical body. Spirit dwells in nature. Experience life and learn from experiences. Symbiotic relationships. So if this is a divine masculine, that would be what a symbiotic relationship looks like. A divine masculine feminine relationship ultimately will mirror a relationship where both parties are benefiting from the union, from coming together. Now, the benefit may not look exactly the same on both sides, excuse me, but nonetheless, there will be a mirroring of the benefit. So it may, I can't even think about an example to give y'all right now without getting too personal. And yeah, like a shout out House of Oshun. I love her as a reader. Lulu I love, and she would say like, get out my business kind of thing. So insert Lulu audio right here. Go check out her channel, House of Oshun. She is the truth, like for real. Like when I tell you she's the realest, like she's really the realest. But I'm going off on a tangent, so let's go. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire. The King of Fire. So lots of passion, right? King of Wands energy. It says provocative, dauntless, inspirational, vital, powerful, passionate, charismatic, involved. Ground and focus your passion. Be more than an ideas person. Be more than an ideas person. Be a person of action. Remain involved from start to finish. Be dauntless. Every leader is part of a team. Delegate. Respect your position by respecting others. Show appreciation. Oh no, the last 3 I'm not going to read because I'm getting reversal energy with that. So those 2 energies could make up the qualities in your masculine, or they could make up the qualities of your masculine aspect at this current moment. And if you are on a twin flame journey, then they basically are both the energies that your masculine is in currently, and both the energies that your masculine the masculine side of you is in, because you are mirroring each other essentially in a twin flame dynamic pretty much at all times. So let's get some advice from the Soulful Woman deck, and then I'm gonna see who's on your who's on your side from the spirit realm, who God has assigned to align you to your assignment. The theme for me this month has been being alignment with your assignment. Being alignment with your assignment. Being alignment with your assignment. Ooh, okay. So it says service as co-creation. And you can say this mantra to yourself. My service, no matter how great or small, is a conscious act of co-creation with the world. So you can very well be of service within your career. You may be looking at a career path or in a career path now where you are of service, and this is so telling of Virgo energy. This is where we shine the most. This is where we love to be. We love to help. We love to be of service. So if you are in a career where you're in a career where you're of service and it brings you joy, then that's where you need to be. If you are dreaming of a career of service, then you need to get clear about what that looks like for you and continue down that road so that you can get there. Next one that came out was my creative power. And it says, as I invest in my own creative potential, I experience my female creative genius. So this is you really this is really you. I'm trying to get this is you betting on yourself, which many of us have not done in the past, or we've half done in the past. So we'll put it out there to see if we'll get a bite, and then if we don't, then we'll just like trash it and be like, oh, you know what, yeah, nobody cares about it, nobody likes it, nobody cares to support, so I'm not gonna do it. But now that you're in your creative energy and you're really embracing it, none of that really matters, and you've killed that part of yourself that makes up those lies anyway. And it says, uniquely myself. I trust that who I am is perfect for my unique journey and soul path. So this one here, I'm getting that a lot of you have lived your life comparing yourself to others, comparing your situations to others, because we are analytical by nature, so we always are in a compare-contrast situation, and it has served us, it served its purpose, because we have been able to allot so much information and clarity, so that we can be of service to others, because we bring a lot of what we've learned to the table from constantly, working things over in our minds and picking things apart. But the parts of that have led you to constantly compare yourself or your journey to others, or your achievements to others, or your lack of achievements to others, is the parts that you are walking away from. Because you are now coming into the understanding that no matter what, however you present yourself, however you show up is enough, because nobody is you. You are uniquely yourself. So let's see who's on the spiritual team for the month, who has been assigned to make sure you make it do what it do. Oh, well, okay. All right now. Oh, dang. We got 4 cards. So it took a lot. It took a lot of the spiritual team to get this engine hot and ready to get rolling, basically. So we've got Santa Kumara, light activation. Ashe, give it thanks. And it says, shine your light. Your internal guide is coming through loud and clear. I'm going to go through them one at a time because I want to get into the book for the extended energy of each Keeper of the Light. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention it, this is the Keepers of the Light deck. Okay. Get yourself together. I've been doing readings all day, so I'm like, after this one, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm starving. Sanat Kumara. Sorry, not Santa. Sanat Kumara, which means eternal youth, is an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up towards the light. You know, it's funny because I did a lot of inner child work, and I was shown a motherly wound that I had buried so deep in my subconscious, and I had a purge over it. I want to say on yesterday. So yeah, let's continue on. He is, as far as I'm concerned, the leader of the Keepers of the Light. Oh wow, they brought out the big boys for us. He has been acknowledged as a god in Hinduism and in the Mahabharata story, which has come down from heaven bearing God's divine plan. In more recent times, he has been acknowledged as coming from Venus and bringing through unconditional love. He has eyes that are made of the cosmos, with the ability to penetrate the soul and activate its brightest light yet. He can seem otherworldly because his looks are beyond human. He is a being of the light, shining with the purest intentions. He is the twin flame of Lady Venus. You can't make this up. He is the twin flame of Lady Venus. Together they activate the heart and light of those who welcome their help so they can shine brighter than ever. You are here to light up the world. You may feel that you are being pushed or that there is a lot going on at once, and this is because your energy is magnetic to others and they want it in their life. Take the time to listen to your inner voice. I have experienced this over the weekend where I have gotten a lot of attention or attention from masculine energy, and don't read too much into it, but it was something that I noticed, and whereas before I wouldn't necessarily know how to not command it, but I wouldn't invite it in. I would say that this time I felt more in control and could energetically set up boundaries, and don't read too much into that. Just basically holding your own space and parameters so that others can interact with you in a way that wasn't draining, but also being that light in whatever space and capacity that you are in at the moment. But let's move forward. Remember the cosmic light of heaven and draw it into you. That is all you need to do to inspire the world. Okay, so this is a divine masculine. This is a masculine counterpart. And then we've got, so keep that in mind. Then after that, we've got Krishna devotion. Excuse me. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So let's see what Krishna has to say. Lord Krishna. So it says, Krishna is a Hindu god who is known as Mahavatar, great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom, one of India's best loved gods. He is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He is a peaceful being with a great love for all people and animals. He is often depicted with a calf or a lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. He was the spiritual guide of the warrior Arjuna, as related in the Hindu epic Bhagavad Gita, which really is a story of choosing love over fear, and helps us move beyond the limitations and wars our ego creates in our mind and maybe even the world around us. His twin flame, another divine counterpart coming out for you, is Radha. So Krishna was definitely on the job helping to assist with getting rid of that negative thought process. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Okay, so the next one we have is Green Tara, Supreme Protection. And this says, you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Green Tara. So it says, legend has it that Avalokitesvara, the personification of perfect compassion, was looking down on the earth one day and cried tears when he witnessed all the suffering in the world. When the tears hit the earth, a lotus formed from which Tara, the goddess of compassion and light, was born. She has many forms based on different colors, and we have chosen green in this oracle because she brings a light of protection and safety with her. Always compassionate and loving, she helps us move into a new state of being and doing. You are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Don't worry about recalling fearful experiences. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Green Tara has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She is here to tell you that you no longer need to build up walls around your heart and that it is safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life today. Okay, so she's helping to heal that heart chakra wound. There may be some wounding that needs to be taken care of in order for you and your twin to be in union if you are not in union. And if you are in union, then she is working to heal heart chakra issues so that you can move forward and that there can be a flow and not a stagnant energy between you both. So the last one that's coming out is the divine feminine, which is Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Okay, Isis. So it says, also known in Kemetic science as Aset or As. Isis is a strong, smart, and focused Egyptian winged Kemetic winged goddess. According to legend, she was able to move from darkness to light and between the underworld. Her heaven and earth, for that reason, whenever she comes to us, she will help us move from the hell of our own fear into the heaven of our own love. She was also able to revive her lover Osiris from the dead. And this powerful allegorical story shows how she can help us revive an aspect of our life or a dream that we may have killed off with fear of lack of self-belief. With her magical abilities, Isis will guide us to bring our dreams into reality. You are moving into a space where the dream reality is becoming your outward reality. This is an extremely powerful time, and it's vital to keep focused on the highest good of all. You no longer want to relive your own history and or feel unsupported. Acknowledging when you once were and where you once were and how you have changed that situation around is a powerful focus of gratitude that will align you with the universal abundance. Discipline and commitment are important now. Consider that you are moving between worlds when you daydream or create visions and bring life-enhancing ideas into reality. Magic is manifesting all around you. This is exciting. I feel like what's coming through with this card is that you have been fine-tuning your manifestation abilities, and now that you are realizing your powers, you are sitting in that high priestess energy, which is also supported by the Isis card. So now you are being very careful about your thoughts and the things that you say, and this is amazing, Virgo. I hope this reading made sense. I feel very comfortable with closing out the energies here, and definitely leave me a comment and let me know how it resonated for you or it did not. I might not reply if you tell me how it didn't. Just